speaking the truth of the word and reaching the youth, saving souls of the old, doing God's work with more to do. And he turn it up every week and get lit. And nigga in church on Sunday, you can tune in and get your fix. Turn up, turn up, turn up. It's that weekly turn up, turn up, turn up. It's that weekly turn up, turn up, turn up. It's that weekly turn up, turn up, turn up.
Family, we celebrate this day that our Savior was born, that he came into the earth as a baby. And we can celebrate because what we needed, he provided. I need to say that again because I know it's easy for us to get stuck and confused with all the trappings and all the festivities and things that are going on, but I don't want you to miss the big picture. That this day represents the fact that what we needed, he provided. Because he was born, now you and I can be born again. And because we can be born again, now his spirit can abide in us. The reason I'm so excited and I have so much joy in my heart is not because of what was under a tree, not because of any gift or any card. I appreciate it, but the reason that I'm so excited is because I'm glad that he abides in me. Because he abides in me and in you, he can fix what doctors can't even diagnose. Because he abides in you, hear me family, he can heal what medicine can't fix. Because only Jesus Christ can heal the sin-sick soul. I'm excited this morning, family, because he lives in me. I thank God for that, because sometimes I may do some things that I know what I should be doing, but I'm glad that it's somebody that's living in me that reminds me how I should be doing it. I'm glad that he lives in me because there's some forgiveness that I should extend to people that I don't always do. There are some places that I shouldn't go that I sometimes go, but I'm glad that somebody lives in me to convict me, to remind me this is not where you're supposed to be. I'm trying to redeem the time that we're in. I'm so glad that we were able to cook chicken and dressing and macaroni and cheese and candied yam. I'm glad we was able to eat deep fried turkey and all of that. But I've come today to redeem the day. The day is about God keeping the promise that he made to his creation. And I need somebody to be excited that we serve a God that when he speaks a word, he stands on the word that he has spoken. I want you to think about, here it is, Lewis, all the steps that God took to make sure that the word he spoke came to pass. I've come this morning with a simple assignment. I need you to remember that you're not here in this place today or watching online because you've been so good or you've gotten it right. If God would have given you what you deserve, you wouldn't be here today. The car wreck would have killed you. The sickness would have taken you out. The cancer would have took your life. And some of you would have taken your own life. But God was faithful. Because I believe I'm speaking to some pregnant folk this morning. Somebody that's sitting in this sacred place called sanctuary, or somebody that's watching online. I've come to tell you that you're pregnant with something, and God is not going to let you see it until it's time for that thing to be birthed. How do I know I'm pregnant with it, Pastor Luke? Come here, let me tell you. You know you're pregnant with it because every time you go somewhere you shouldn't be, or do something you shouldn't do, or think something you shouldn't think, you will feel your baby kick. just to remind you this is not where you're supposed to be. I need about 23 folk that's listening to me this morning. Say, preacher, you're talking about me. I had something I was going to tell them, but my baby kicked. I was going to give them a piece of my mind, but my baby kicked. I was going to throw in the towel, but I felt my baby kick. I need somebody in here that know that you're pregnant with something to give God a shout in this house. Some folk, when you tell them that you're pregnant, they will begin to say you arrogant, you such and much, you a know-it-all. They don't want, see, watch this. When Mary told Elizabeth that she was pregnant, Elizabeth's baby leaped. See, whenever you pregnant and the person you talk to ain't pregnant, then they not gonna have anything encouraging to say to you. But when you speak to somebody that's just as pregnant as you are, your being pregnant is gonna make their baby leap. And I've come to tell somebody that God is gonna shift some things around in this season, so you only speak to people that are just as pregnant as you are. You need somebody, by God help me to preach this thing right. You need somebody to hold your hand when you want to give up. You need somebody to tell you, push in the house. Push until that business gets off the ground. Push until you finish with that degree. Push until you break that nasty habit. Is there anybody in here that believes God is going to connect you with somebody to help you push?
Pastor Luke, speaking the truth of the word and reaching the youth, saving souls of the old, doing God's work with more to do. And he turning up every weekend, getting lit, making it church on Sunday. You can tune in and get your fix. Turn up, turn up.